Stations, if you encounter any technical issues related to this live show broadcast, please call our trouble hotline at 336-464-1806. Mark, 4 minutes until airtime for this live show broadcast. Your next time cue will come with 3 minutes until airtime on the Rice Sports Network. Mark, 3 minutes until airtime for this live show broadcast. Your next time cue will come with 2 minutes until airtime on the Rice Sports Network. Stations, if you encounter any technical issues related to this live show broadcast, please call our trouble hotline at 336-464-1806. Mark, 2 minutes until airtime for this live show broadcast. Your next time cue will come with 1 minute until airtime on the Rice Sports Network. Stations, we're coming up on 1 minute until airtime. 1 minute in 5, 4, 3, 2, Mark. 1 minute stations, 1 minute until airtime for this live show broadcast. Studios, when you hear, please start your archive recording. Coming up on 30 seconds until airtime on my mark. Mark, 30 seconds. Your next and final time cue will be with 15 seconds until airtime. Coming up on 15 seconds until airtime. Mark, 15 seconds, stations. Have fun.
The following is a Learfield presentation of the Rice Sports Network. On the Rice Sports Network from Learfield, live from Valencia's Tex-Mex Garage. Welcome to the Scott Pera Show. In the next hour, Scott Pera will break down the previous week and look ahead to what's next for the Owls on the hardwood. The Scott Pera Show is sponsored by IBEW Local Union 716, where passion plus skill locks arms with value. Now to lead things off along with the coach, here's the voice of the Owls, J.P. Heath.
Yes. Welcome back here, the Scott Pera Show, live at Valencia's Tex-Mex Garage here, 3800 Southwest Freeway, right smack dab in the middle. And almost, traffic smooth flowing right behind us. Just take that Wesleyan exit. Really easy to get to.
You're giving traffic reports?
I'm not qualified to do that, but as you can see, it's humming behind us.
You're expanding your roles.
It's better than it was probably.
Your versatility never ceases to amaze me.
Coach, these days, you got to learn how to adapt and do a lot of things. So maybe that's in the horizon. But more from you in a second.
Sorry.
We'll have Coach here talking to the Owls last week of ball. We'll preview the next week's action as well. On the show tonight, though, we've got Benny Buckets, Big Ben Moffitt. Ben, thanks. We'll talk Kyrie Irving the first 6 minutes, then squeeze in a little Owls basketball talk. You know, we have a mutual team of choice. So I
forgot about that angle tonight.
That might be mentioned. We have the one and the only, the pride of Scottsdale, Arizona, the one and only Reed Myers. Reed's a Mexican food expert. He was telling me off air, so he likes this Valencia's. And then we have the one and the only J-Rod, Jeff Rodriguez. Brought his own cheering section. He's got a whole corner of the restaurant here. Young Jacob here, Mrs. Rodriguez as well. Thanks, man. My toe's feeling better, by the way. Yeah, appreciate it, and also we have Coach coming back to look at the FAU Owls and the FIU Panthers. That's coming up. Here at Valencia's Tex-Mex Garage, serving made-from-scratch recipes, jumbo margaritas, weekend brunch featuring penny mimosas, and come early for the best happy hour in town, Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. You can listen to us like all of our games, the Varsity Network app, the Rice Owls Game Day app, riceowls.com, and we're on the YouTube and the Facebook stream. And for those watching on YouTube and Facebook, that is not the moon behind us. That's part of the patio. I had to do a double take myself, Coach.
Oh, yeah.
It looks like
I think you should have just not said anything.
That's the full moon behind us. It's a great night here. The Owls coming up this week head to South Florida. They take on FAU Thursday at 6 and FIU Saturday at 6. The Thursday game on ESPN Plus and Saturday CUSA TV on the video side of things. syncmygame.com if you'd like to match me up with that video. But the aforementioned and aforespoken one and only Coach Pera. Coach, how are things?
JP, is this week number 4?
This is show 4. Week 5.
Well, yeah, we had the weird
UTSA game.
But show 4. Mm-hmm. Okay, yep, great to be here. Excited. What a show. Ben and Reed, their final hurrah on the radio show as seniors, and a special guest in our great trainer Jeff, and be excited to talk to all three of them here tonight.
Yeah, if anybody twists an ankle tonight, Jeff has got his covered.
You're the one that's hurt. You're the one that has the problem.
I'm better though. I've gotten better.
Okay,
and
good.
All right, let's talk about the matter at hand. I know it was a couple tough games this past week. First on the Louisiana Tech front, huge comeback. You come back in, and it comes down to the wire in that one. What did you like so much about that comeback, and what did you think the game came down to in the end Thursday up in Ruston?
Well, yeah, it was a tremendous comeback by our guys. I mean, we were down, 16 at the half?
Yeah, 8-0 run going into the break to cut it to 16. Yeah.
It was a big number.
Yeah.
And, they were on fire, knocking down the threes, that they shot, made 10 of them in the first half, I believe. And, that was a big hole. And to our guys' credit, just as they've done, most of the time all year, they fought back. They didn't panic. We got there, and we got the lead by 1 at one point, right? And I know we tied it also.
A couple times,
and had the ball in a tie situation one time. And unfortunately, we turned it over. They got a bucket. And then trying to avoid how it ended was unfortunate for our kids. That's all I'll say.
Max, 23 points, 11 rebounds. Really had a great game, which, again, I keep asking the same question different ways, but he's very aggressive offensively. And like you kind of dumbed it down for me in the pregame of the Saturday game against North Texas, judging how other teams play. Travis and Quincy, Max is being more the aggressor. Is that a good way to put it?
Yeah, it is. And, look, he does such a good job, and so do Trav and Q and Cam and Makai is of reading, how they're playing us, whether they're really pressing up on Max or whether they're really sitting back off of Max. We feel now, we have answers to kind of both of those situations, and he had a tremendous second half, and everybody did to get that thing back, to the lead and tie it up, and just didn't have enough to finish it off, and it was just unfortunate ending. I give our kids a lot of credit for how they fought back.
Also in that game, Cam, 13 rebounds. It's on the season now, looking at Cam, now 7 times. Actually, that was his 8th time, double-digit rebounds just this year.
As he walks in the room, how about that time?
I didn't even know that was coming.
That was kind of like an entrance, like Cam Sheffield, ladies and gentlemen.
I wish y'all knew how cool that was. As Cam walks in, right, as his ears are ringing.
So, when I challenged him before the game, I said, we really need you to hit the glass. This is a really good offensive rebounding team, and not that he needs reminded too much. He understands, his role and how important it is. But to get 13 of them in a game, you say it's his 8th double-digit, 7th. I mean, it's just amazing that he's rebounded the way he has, and it's such an important part of what we do. And he's playing really solid basketball.
Yeah, it would have been 8 double-digit scoring. 5 times he's had 10 or more rebounds in a game, but that still top 10 in the conference in rebounding.
No, he's done a fabulous job, and we're going to need him to continue to do that. We're undersized in most situations, but he blocks out, he pursues the ball, he's got a great knack for it. And, same with Quincy. Quincy's a good rebounder for a guard as well. So we got 2 guys that really get after it, which helps, negate our lack of size.
In the Saturday game against North Texas, the Mean Green pulled away late. And the 10-point game didn't really speak to how close that game really was, 74-64. Just your before I zero in, your general thoughts on that game against the Mean Green.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of things stick out. 62, 57. 3:49 left in the game. Under 4-minute timeout, 5-point game, and we had missed 6 free throws in a row, 2 front end and 1-and-1s, and so I thought we played pretty well. I didn't think we played our best, but I thought it's in spurts we did. I thought the first 10 minutes of the game was some of the best offense we have played all year. Scoring 21 points against them in 9.5 minutes is hard for anybody to do, and we came out hit on all cylinders. Had that weird break with Max, breaking the shot clock on the dunk, and it disrupted us. We had a good rhythm going. We're a rhythm team, and it disrupted us. In North Texas, they are not a rhythm. They're a very good team, but they're not a rhythm offensive team. They are a kind of one-on-one, back you down, get to the rim type of, and then make open shots, and it definitely hurt us. And for whatever reason. But again, we fought back. We had opportunities, and we didn't quite capitalize on them. But boy, if we had made some free throws, I think that might have been a different ending, or certainly would have gone down to another last possession game.
I know they got the shot clock working for the second half, but was it just the wiring? Did you hear anything else, like what happened with that? Or?
I don't know what happened. That's above me. Okay. I just know it broke, and we had a long delay, and we were trying to get our guys, rested, but also stay attuned to what was being successful, and they responded better than we did. But like I said to the media after the game, they had the same weight we did, but the teams are built a little differently too in how they play, and that had a little effect, I believe.
Makai leads you in that game with 17. Good for him to respond after the end to that Louisiana Tech game. But how about Makai also today named Conference USA Freshman of the Week for a 3rd time? So young guy's been here and done that. On the broadcast, he's a young veteran because nothing. This stuff isn't surprising anymore with the way he's played. And he started all 23 games of the season.
Like I said all along with him, there's nothing really that surprises me with him. I hold him to a high standard. We did since day one. Or I wouldn't have started him first game freshman year. I knew, what he was capable of, and he hasn't scratched the surface yet, JP. And that's a good thing for the Rice Owl fans. The next 3 years, trust me, he's going to be he's going to be a heck of a player. And we need him to be really good here down the stretch for us as well.
What'd you notice from the guys bouncing back today? Monday, usually a pretty tough practice, just good mentality after 2 tough ones like that.
We completely changed gears. We watched film to try and learn, and basically told the 5 starters to go home and get off their feet and rest. And we had a really, really good hard workout for some of the guys that are really going to help us off the bench down the stretch.
Good. Also, you told me you really, after the Louisiana Tech game, you wanted a better start, and you got that better start against North Texas, and realized if you could bottle this up, you'd be making a lot of their money outside coaching.
Well,
but what do you think goes into the better starts, like you've seen most of the season?
Here's the thing. When this many games into the season, right, and 12 games into the league, and no, we haven't played a couple teams yet, which is weird, but we played most of them. You know, at our best, we're good enough to win, any game we play. And when we put our best foot forward, you see that, you see those results. When we play well in periods, you see a really close game. When we play well, for 2/3 of a game, then you end up losing by, 8 or 10 like you did in North Texas. But we're certainly capable. The group is excited to finish strong. And our goal is to try and play as many of our best, and like I said to the media after the game, A games as we possibly can. And if we do that, we'll win our share.
All right, more with Coach coming up in a bit. We'll talk some of the big game on Sunday coming up, and I got a surprise topic during the break. I could brief you if you want or not.
I don't care.
Okay, I like that here. Show 4, Show 5, we like that. Stay tuned, coming up more with Coach back at Valencia's Tex-Mex Garage. More of the Scott Pera Show here from Learfield.
DoubleTree by Hilton Houston Medical Center Hotel and Suites is the preferred hotel for anybody visiting the Medical Center, the Museum District, or Rice University. We offer the largest suites in the Medical Center, complete with full kitchens, and our full-service restaurant and outdoor pool will make your stay complete. We look forward to having you experience the DoubleTree by Hilton Houston Medical Center Hotel and Suites soon. And if you need a group rate or 10 or more rooms, don't forget to call 713-528-7744. That's 713-528-7744.
The lights, the sounds, the cameras, the electricity. If you can feel it, hear it, see it, chances are an IBEW electrician built it. The members of the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers Local 716 built the things that make Rice University and Houston great. When your next construction project needs to be on time and on budget, hire the electricians that light up Rice University. Learn more at IBEW716.net.
Houston, we have a cocktail. All Hands Canned Cocktails are made with 6 times distilled craft vodka at a sturdy 10% ABV to ensure you never have to sacrifice the quality of your provisions. Now available in 6 natural flavors, including raspberry lemonade, ruby red grapefruit, cherry limeade, cranberry and vodka soda, and vodka tonic classics. Follow the adventure on Instagram at @DrinkAllHands and try these bar-strength cocktails for yourself at the next game. All Hands, damn fine cocktails. Proud sponsor of Rice Athletics.
Owls fans, you may not think of yourself as an athlete, but everyday life is full of athletic feats. You bend, you reach, you lift, you twist until back, neck, or shoulder pain hits, which brings you to a stop. So whether you're an athlete or not, the Joint Chiropractic can help ease your pain and keep you on the active list. Visit any of our 40-plus Houston area locations or thejoint.com today to get your first consultation, exam, and adjustment for just $29. The Joint Chiropractic, the official chiropractor of Rice University Athletics.
You've been listening to the Scott Pera Show. Now let's rejoin JP Heath.
Yes. Welcome back here at Valencia's Tex-Mex Garage. A wonderful place to come. Lunch break, they can get you in, get you out. Their food comes out fast. Coach, I went with the Vienna chicken skewers tonight. They've got some kind of creamy mushroom sauce.
Mixed it up.
Got quesadillas on the way home as well.
Awesome.
It's a great spot. They have 2, if you want to come up here for the big game, they've got 2 Jumbotron. They got the Eagles up there. We'll talk about them in a bit maybe. They got a bunch of Jumbos. They got a bar here, open area. It is great. More with Coach Perry.
Terrific place. Yeah, really like it.
Yeah, they're very, very Rice friendly. All right. Wanted to go off the beaten path a little bit here. For some reason, I thought about it because I was thinking of other things to bring up. As sometimes we joked in the past, hey, one day maybe we'll do afternoon drive show here. Sometime, way in the future, of course.
Okay, yeah.
But I was curious about, and I couldn't think if I'd asked you this before or not. I didn't think I had, but what was the first concert you ever went to? And I'm afraid to say I don't know much about your musical taste?
Okay, so this is a very timely and appropriate question, especially based on what my answer is about to be. The first concert I believe I ever attended was in the summer of my senior year of high school, a Bruce Springsteen concert at Philadelphia's Veterans Stadium, which is since demolished.
Doesn't surprise me. Okay.
The reason this is relevant, Bruce Springsteen is playing in Houston next Tuesday, the 14th, and I believe I will see him for the last time on that evening.
Look at you.
How about that?
Little Valentine's night.
Well, yeah, except for my wife doesn't like him.
Okay.
I'm either going solo or maybe somebody out there will go with me if I decide to end up going. But I think I'm going to go. I haven't bought a ticket yet, but I can't see myself missing that.
Is he at NRG? I should know this.
No, Toyota Center.
Okay. Yeah, so we got lots of folks.
He was in Orlando and Atlanta already. He just started. He's 73 years old.
So is this one of those like George Strait had in the past, like, this is my final tour?
He hasn't said that, but, I mean, 73 Bruce is going to be different than he was at whenever I saw him at age 35 Bruce. But if he waits another 6 years, he'll be 79. So
yeah.
I don't know if this will be it or not, but it's fun. It's fun. If I get a chance to go, it'll be great. I know. I followed him pretty closely over the years.
So Texan here through and through, and this is probably a stereotype of Northeasterners and up that way. Are you required to like the boss up there? But from what I know, and I do like Bruce Springsteen and stuff, I've like. It fits that culture up there to a T.
I mean, if you're from Jersey, Philly, anywhere on that tight corner of the East Coast, there's a lot of Bruce fans. I mean, that's where he grew up. That's where when he used to play at the Meadowlands, outside arena, like in his glory days, no pun intended, but 8 shows in a row and sell out 75,000 a night for 8 shows. I mean, so yeah, it's very he's a very popular person in that neck of the woods.
I think he's doing okay, Philip Toyota, right?
Oh yeah. I don't think he's struggling.
All right, sticking with that lay of the land, we have a big game up here. We also have highlights on one of the channels up here, Jay Sirianni. So, thoughts? You have any pick, diagnosis of how bad the Chiefs are going to beat the Eagles coming up?
So I got a couple. First of all, once again, you're putting me in my Northeast roots, right? I did not grow up an Eagles fan. I know the people that are listening back in PA, they know that, but I am rooting for them this year because of the so many people and friends I have living there. Now, I've got you in one ear about the Chiefs. I got Coach Pennell, Rusty. He wore his Chiefs shirt on last Monday after the big win, and I know how much of a fan he is, and I can appreciate the passion and fandom that those guys have. But those Eagles fans now, they're serious. They're serious fans too, and I think it's going to be a great game. I mean, 2 dynamic quarterbacks. And I think one of the edges the Eagles have, which will be interesting, is that if they're able to pressure him with just the front 4, it could be advantage Eagles. But if they can't, it'll be a struggle because he's too good. If you got to blitz him or send extra people, but their front line has been pretty darn good this year. I think 3 or 4 guys with 10 or more sacks.
Yeah, and on the offensive line, the Eagles' offensive line's been the best.
Yeah. So it's going to be a great game. Look, Andy Reid's a great coach, and Mahomes is phenomenal. So you never. It's hard to bet against that kid.
Yeah, not to alienate our fine Philly folks out there, but yeah, gotta go Chiefs. This Cowboys fan can't turn that off. But I feel like a loser now because I'm rooting against. I'm one of those loser fans now. I'm rooting against another team. That's the worst kind of fan to be, I think.
You may be just a loser fan because you like the Cowboys.
Yeah, dude, that's what they. And you're right.
I'm joking.
That's a whole other show.
I'm not trying to offend Cowboy fans.
That's a whole other show. Okay, but you have a number? You have a pick, or you kind of playing the fence?
No. I'll make a pick. I'm going to go 33-27 Eagles.
All right. And just out of spite, I'll say 33-27 Chiefs. We'll see who's closer.
Fair enough.
All right. Stay tuned. More coming up. Coach will stay with us, and we have Benny Buckets, Big Ben Moffitt going to join us up next here at the High Tables. Back more at Valencia's Tex-Mex Garage. The Scott Pera Show continues here from Learfield.
Come experience the Scott Pera Show, live at Valencia's Tex-Mex Garage every Monday at 7 o'clock at the new Greenway location. Enjoy made-from-scratch recipes, giant margaritas, and weekend brunch featuring penny mimosas. Come by for happy hour Monday through Friday, and be sure to sign up for Valencia's Rewards to earn $5 for every $50 spent. Valencia's Tex-Mex Garage, from the original family behind Cyclone Anaya's, and home of the Scott Pera Show.
The lights, the sounds, the cameras, the electricity. If you can feel it, hear it, see it, chances are an IBEW electrician built it. The members of the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers Local 716 built the things that make Rice University and Houston great. When your next construction project needs to be on time and on budget, it's time to hire IBEW electricians. Learn more at IBEW716.net.
DoubleTree by Hilton Houston Medical Center Hotel and Suites is the preferred hotel for anybody visiting the medical center, the museum district, or Rice University. We offer the largest suites in the medical center, complete with full kitchens, and our full-service restaurant and outdoor pool will make your stay complete. We look forward to having you experience the DoubleTree by Hilton Houston Medical Center Hotel and Suites soon. And if you need a group rate or 10 or more rooms, don't forget to call 713-528-7744. That's 713-528-7744.
Houston, we have a cocktail. All Hands Canned Cocktails are made with 6 times distilled craft vodka at a sturdy 10% ABV to ensure you never have to sacrifice the quality of your provisions. Now available in 6 natural flavors, including raspberry lemonade, ruby red grapefruit, cherry limeade, cranberry and vodka soda, and vodka tonic classics. Follow the adventure on Instagram at @DrinkAllHands and try these bar-strength cocktails for yourself at the next game. All Hands, damn fine cocktails. Proud sponsor of Rice Athletics.
Howdy Homemade Ice Cream is here. Howdy is an ice cream shop in Katy, Texas that makes ice cream in-house and has a unique mission to employ individuals that are differently abled. Stop by and enjoy some ice cream. With every scoop you buy, you help support employment for special needs. Coming to Rice Athletics venues in the fall.
Welcome back to the Scott Pera Show. Here again, the voice of the Owls, J.P. Heath.
Yes. Welcome back here. Valencia's Tex-Mex Garage here, 3800 Southwest Freeway, the Scott Pera Show. Next segment, we have the one and the only Reed Myers. J-Rod, Jeff Rodriguez, Owls trainer, with his cheering section in tow. He'll be on, not the whole cheering section, but J-Rod will come on, and then we'll preview FAU and FIU. I'm glad Coach reminded me. Heck, his show, I'm glad you reminded me, Coach. Next week, we have a very special show next week, something we have not done in the past. Got the clearance and all that. We know we're on the up and up, but Keanu Dawes, incoming Owl, coming next year, will be here. We'll have him on the show, and his high school team is coming out, Stratford Spartans.
Yes.
My roster Rolodex.
Very good. My daughter's high school as well. Okay. I believe the Pera family may be in attendance as well. So it'll be a fun week. It'll be unique, something different. And you and I, we like doing things different sometimes and mixing it up. We've had Jeff Van Gundy on, right?
Yeah.
We've done some things over the years that have been fun. So that'll be a fun one.
Yeah. So we're gonna pack it out here at Valencia's next week. So if you want to come out early, and we'll take care of you. But joined now by number 12 on the Rice Owls roster. Used to have the best head of hair on the team, that lettuce, but still big buckets. Ben Moffitt. Ben, how are you?
I'm great, JP. How are you?
Yeah, thanks for coming.
Who has that honor now? Max? I don't know about
Ben
that.
Ben can still be up there. He's got a nice coif there.
Max is questionable at this point. I asked him the other day when he's going to cut it. He said he doesn't know. So
yeah.
What do you think?
I think you should let it go. You know me.
Yeah, exactly.
So you think Max has the best?
I mean, I think so. Like the whole mountain man, big beard, big head of hair. I feel like it all works together for him.
Yeah, you've seen photo. I didn't even see Bill Walton live, but you've seen the video of Bill Walton. He's got the shaggy beard and the big afro. Yeah. So
there's more than one similarity to Bill Walton with Max, right?
Yeah. Just a little bit.
I'm okay with that.
All right, Ben, tell us this season for you. Coach mentioned earlier your last go around at this. I don't know you well enough to know if you're the nostalgic sort, but does it seem like it's gone by pretty fast for you?
Yeah, it's weird. It's one of those things where, like, looking back, it feels like it's been forever and that it's all gone by in an instant at the same time. You know, seeing all these different guys come and go on the team, all these different teams, how each team, the subtle changes and who's on the team, like how that changes how everyone works together and the attitudes. It's been great. I really can't say enough about my experience here.
I mean, like his and Reed's journey has been, it's going to be a kind of a huge part of this program's story. I mean, they were here when we were struggling, right, and building it, and now they're here when we're winning, and he's kind of been. They've stuck through it through all the challenges that come with that. Talk about that, Ben. Kind of the growth, evolution, development, or whatever of the program through your eyes, not through mine.
Yeah, I mean, really, like seeing the outside treatment towards our team, especially most recently, has been really interesting. Now that we're building the expectations of having winning seasons and being that middle to top half of the conference, like the expectations that come with that, and then the attention that comes with that once we're performing to those expectations. Really, I mean, it's nothing like what we were getting the first couple of years.
It's an interesting perspective. You're right, and one of the challenges I talk to the guys about is. Handling success is more difficult than handling failure.
Absolutely.
And that's something we want to continue to focus on and concentrate on, and just worry about what's right in front of us, right? Because if you do that, that gives you the best chance of doing so. The other side now, Ben and I are hanging out a lot lately. I don't know if you heard about yesterday's award ceremony. If you want to read into that a little bit.
The Scholar Athlete Award for men's basketball, one and only Ben Moffitt.
Thank you.
So, first time with that award?
Yeah, first time.
Did you know kind of going in, or what was that? What was it like when you heard that honor there?
It was great. I mean, the Office of Academic Advising, all those people, they've helped me out a lot through the years. So them giving me this award meant a lot to me. Honored me a lot. I mean, the event was great. Coach B was there. There's a lot of smart, influential people in the same room together. So.
I don't know how they let me in, but they did.
Yeah. So Weiss College, and remind me. I know you told me last year, but what's the major and what do you want to do?
Mechanical engineering.
That's right.
Hopefully just something in that field. Hoping to stay in the Houston area. So
okay.
Yeah.
Well, that'd be great for us if he did. I mean, love having the guys around. Especially guys that go through this 4 years with us. And I remember when he walked in the door as a freshman, and to see his growth and development as a player and as a person is just, to me, is just what this whole thing is all about. And that's why Rice, to me, is also such a great place. And he mentioned that event yesterday. Just an unbelievable group of impressive young men and women that are going to do just fabulous things in this world. And he'll certainly be one of them. And the other thing about getting the award on our team, like a lot of the other teams on Rice, there's a lot of competition.
Exactly.
I mean, it's not like, it's Ben and everybody else. I mean, there's a lot of people that are, and he's more than deserving. And it was just really, really, and it's great to have his parents there too. It was really fun.
So on the academic side, what's we talk basketball, what's challenged you the most academically? Because in other sports, have some other engineering majors. It's not totally foreign. I'm sure obviously, most, if not all of them, but just what made you want to do that, and what's challenged you the most on the academic side?
Yeah, I mean, just coming into this whole experience, both basketball-wise and academically-wise, I wanted to challenge myself. And obviously, like, the schedule considerations when you're talking about, hours of practice and lifts every day, and then tacking on homework and all these classes. I mean, scheduling and just budgeting time was definitely the most difficult thing. But, I mean, like everything else, it's a skill you pick up and something that I know how to do well now thanks to my experience.
And it's something, he and I talked about, I remember way back. I mean, probably even as a freshman at some point, we knew this was going to be a different path, and he's had to miss some time. And, I was more than, happy to be, flexible with that, because we want our kids to thrive in both. And he made it work, so smoothly that there's times, it just runs itself, and he knows how to handle it, and that he's going to be late, he's got to leave early for something. He knows, let us know, and he's out and get showered and go, and that's the most important thing. And he's got a class he's going to be running a little bit late for, then he'll just move his lift to after the practice. And so, when you're dealing with guys like him, it makes it easy. But talk about the transition, Ben, from from freshman, wide-eyed, looking up to these guys, to senior looking, over these guys. What does that transition be like? Because your leadership has been great this year.
Yeah, I appreciate that. It's funny, like, thinking back as a freshman, I'm looking at, like, all these seniors on the team. It was, like, Josh and Aiko and all these guys. And kind of the attitude is like, what do these guys know? Like why are they telling me what to do? Like, what? And now, like, on the other side of that, now that I've had the 4 years and I'm looking back, like, I'm thinking, why aren't these freshmen listening to me? Yeah, like what? Obviously I've been here longer. Why should they listen to me? But yeah, I mean, it's great. Like, using all that knowledge that even those guys back in freshman year passed down to me. I feel like it's just important to use it as a resource. Use all this time that I've seen, all these different people. I have, like, everything that I have to, give advice to these younger guys, and hopefully they can pass it down as well.
No, and the best thing for me is, he hands the torch to a guy like Cam, next year, who's going to be in his 4th year. And, obviously Travis and Max staying around, getting their masters will, having them around, the program. And like I tell these guys all the time, I want them to run it, because if they're running it, that means I can concentrate and worry about, other things and the basketball more. And then I know the locker room's taking care of it. With these guys, I know it is. And that's been part of the 4-year growth. You know the expectations, you hold them to that. And it's just been a fun evolution, right?
Yeah, no, it's been great.
Give us some good dirt on Reed coming up, but he gets return fire on you.
I mean, Reed's been great. I mean, he's been here the whole time I have. Coming in as walk-ons together, obviously.
Roommates or not?
No, not roommates. But okay. I mean, coming in as walk-ons together, you have a similar experience. We've seen the same things, and just getting his perspective on everything that I've seen as well has been great. Sorry, so no dirt for you. Sorry.
Oh man, very political answer.
How about your favorite win so far?
Okay.
Oh man, favorite win. UAB at home last year was great. That was a big one.
That was a good one. I agree. Yeah. That's up there on my short list.
All right, Mavs NBA champs right now after that big move.
Wow, yeah.
Slow. You're slow.
Oh no, you don't think so?
Hey, they're not done yet. Still a few days to the trade deadline.
They better not be done yet. That's exactly right.
Name a better top two in the league outside of your
we're going to say we're not going very far. I'm a little biased.
I don't know, Coach. I don't know.
You need more than 2.
You do. Josh, anyway, we'll talk about that on the trip. We'll talk about it on the trip. We'll figure that out, okay?
All right.
Ben, you're awesome. Thanks.
Right.
Appreciate you.
Thanks for having me.
The one and the only Ben Moffitt joining us here. Appreciate him. Stay tuned. Coming up next, Reed Myers comes up to the high table back at Valencia's Tex-Mex Garage. More of the Scott Pera Show here from Learfield.
DoubleTree by Hilton Houston Medical Center Hotel and Suites is the preferred hotel for anybody visiting the medical center, the museum district, or Rice University. We offer the largest suites in the medical center, complete with full kitchens, and our full-service restaurant and outdoor pool will make your stay complete. We look forward to having you experience the DoubleTree by Hilton Houston Medical Center Hotel and Suites soon. And if you need a group rate or 10 or more rooms, don't forget to call 713-528-7744. That's 713-528-7744.
Owls fans, you may not think of yourself as an athlete, but everyday life is full of athletic feats. You bend, you reach, you lift, you twist until back, neck, or shoulder pain hits, which brings you to a stop. So whether you're an athlete or not, the Joint Chiropractic can help ease your pain and keep you on the active list. Visit any of our 40-plus Houston area locations or thejoint.com today to get your first consultation, exam, and adjustment for just $29. The Joint Chiropractic, the official chiropractor of Rice University Athletics.
Come experience the Scott Pera Show, live at Valencia's Tex-Mex Garage every Monday at 7 o'clock at the new Greenway location. Enjoy made-from-scratch recipes, giant margaritas, and weekend brunch featuring penny mimosas. Come by for happy hour Monday through Friday, and be sure to sign up for Valencia's Rewards to earn $5 for every $50 spent. Valencia's Tex-Mex Garage, from the original family behind Cyclone Anias, and home of the Scott Pera Show.
From the first pitch to the final out.
And the Ole Miss Rebels are your national champions.
We've got your college baseball fix.
Dial in for the latest news and nuggets about the dudes on the diamond from the boys who know it best.
Take a trip around the bases with us, Kyle Schatzberger, David Kahn, and Michael Serber as we journey toward Omaha.
We've got the inside scoop, even on raccoons.
My redneck took over, and I just reached down and grabbed it.
Climb aboard by searching College Sports Now.
Live from Valencia's Tex-Mex Garage, this is the Scott Pera Show.
You know it. Welcome back here, the Scott Pera Show here at Valencia's every Monday through the rest of this month. We'll be here at Valencia's big show next week. Incoming Al, Keanu Dawes, and the team coming out here, and we'll focus on that next week. Trainer Jeff Rodriguez coming up next segment, but right now the pride of Scottsdale, Arizona, and Jones College, number 14 on your Rice Owls roster, Reed Myers.
How do you, Mr. Heath? Thanks
Good.
for having me.
Yeah. Appreciate you coming out.
Oh, of course. Thanks for having me.
What do you think? How about, I mean, he wouldn't dish on you, but Benny Buckets over there.
Oh, yeah, he's great. Couldn't ask for a better teammate. I mean, we've been through it all together since freshman year, so it's been, fun to see everything come full circle now for sure.
I also have another thing. So we have a special guest here in the audience that I didn't realize had a connection to. Professor, right?
Yeah, Dr. Dish.
Dr. Dish.
Yeah,
you had him in class, correct?
Yeah,
What was the class and what year?
It was the performance one in sport management class. So it was really interesting.
What year were you?
I was a sophomore that year.
Sophomore year.
Yeah, so he definitely is a great class, how to kind of improve elite athletes, physically, mentally, everything like that. And so we had some really cool guest speakers throughout the class.
I believe that. I believe that.
My favorite was Wade Phillips, the old Cowboys head coach.
Wow.
So I definitely remember that one. So thank you for that. I appreciate it.
He's a very connected guy
Definitely.
and a huge sports fan and a huge supporter of us. Thanks for coming. Appreciate having you. And I knew he told me that connection before. I wasn't aware of it. So that's pretty cool.
Hey, like you heard some with Ben, what's this ride on the old Rice House merry-go-round been like for you? Because I remember when you were not a kid, but younger Reed Myers, and seeing you grow has been really cool. What's this been like from your first-person perspective?
Definitely. I mean, coming in as a freshman, I was obviously wide-eyed, didn't really know what to expect. But I think my freshman year, we had a really talented team, but we weren't able to put it all together performance-wise. But I was thankfully able to play some amazing players. Obviously, Trey's in the NBA now. Drew Peterson is killing it at USC. But our record wasn't as great as, we obviously hoped for. And so as the years progressed as a sophomore, junior, senior, I think we've really evolved as a culture, as a program, and as a team to the point now where, we expect to win games. We expect to have our record to be a certain number. So I think that's definitely changed over the years. I think now we have an expectation of, performing well, succeeding, going far in the conference tournament. So, it's been really fun to see. I think we've obviously have some of my teammates I came in with my freshman year, like Max and Quincy, who didn't really play a whole lot, freshman year, but to see their progression over the years has been incredible. I mean, Max is, arguably one of the best bigs in Conference USA, and now he's getting triple doubles for us. So, rooming with him, freshman year in Jones College, I can probably say I didn't really expect that triple-double later on, but...
Not sure I didn't either, but I'm ready.
So, it's been incredible to see, and I'm, extremely happy for the team, the program, and my teammates.
Yeah, he's part of the special class to me, these guys, to go through 4 years of this, and all of them contribute and add value, and this listening to him talk about how the expectations have changed with them and saying that stuff with pride, that's what we've worked really hard to build. And I think the future's really bright. I think the rest of the season we're excited about. But to have, these two guys here tonight and to watch how they've grown as people and as players is just, to me, just one of the most rewarding things as a coach. So I'm very appreciative, Reed, and I'm looking forward to going down the stretch here and having some fun.
Me too.
So let's say you can't say the UAB game last year like Max did. Do you have a favorite?
Ben, like Ben did.
You had Max on the brain. You can't say that one. Do you have another one, or if that was your favorite, what was your other favorite win to be a part of there?
Favorite win? I would say favorite win for this year, or in my career, would probably be North Texas for this year on the road. Yeah. Obviously we've had our battles with North Texas. Some very difficult games, especially last year with, our COVID issues.
Yeah.
So going on the road there, which is always a tough environment to play in, to really just, succeed and, right from the get-go, it was honestly just start to finish a great game for us, and I think that was the most enjoyable for me.
These two guys have picked two pretty good ones. They're both very high on my list as well. I will say Travis's buzzer beater against UTEP.
Right.
Well, that was fun, probably.
Yeah,
that was one maybe the most fun. That was certainly a good one too. But yeah, no, a lot of good memories. But not just games are obviously we talk about, but just talk about just like memories, like the stuff, the locker room stuff, and the practices, and from a freshman walk-on point guard to a senior walk-on point guard, the responsibility changes. Talk about some of that.
Yeah, definitely. obviously practices in the locker room. I think as a freshman, walk-on especially, being in the locker room, I was very quiet, kind of had to learn from the guys above me. So I learned from the senior at the time was Addis Nowen, who went through it all. And so he taught me a lot about the expectations, the roles, responsibilities of a walk-on. So I was grateful to have a veteran leader like that. And then as I got older, then I realized I'm actually becoming the veteran leader myself. So now I'm kind of mentoring the younger guys, such as, Andrew, Jackson, George. So, it's been interesting to see. It's been fun. It's a different role that I've, had to kind of take on. But, I've loved it. I love taking those guys under my wing and kind of being a veteran leader for our team now.
It's critical. It's really important because, Jackson and George, when these guys leave, and Jackson and George are two, important pieces of our program that are walk-ons that have learned from two really good ones, and then we'll bring a walk-on in next year, and it kind of keeps getting passed down. Like I said, these guys run it. They run the program as much as I let them do as much as they can in terms of policing things and running the locker room and setting expectations and holding their teammates accountable. And that's how the program has grown, and that's a credit to that group as they've grown too.
So finally, after you walk through the Sally Port, graduate, what do you want to do? What's next for young Reed Myers here?
Definitely. At this time, I'm still undecided on what I want to do. I think I definitely would be interested in going back home to Phoenix. So I do miss the weather, the people, my family as well. So
coaching in your future?
Potentially. We'll see.
Yeah, I've heard that rumor. I've heard that.
Won't rule that out yet.
Okay.
But yeah. So
awesome.
Yeah.
You got a good voice. You could broadcast too. Yeah, Ben's got some pipes too.
Yeah, we'll never know.
You want to make money though, so don't get into this broadcast. Hey, been great getting to know you. Just stay around, and appreciate you so much.
Definitely, yeah, thank you. I've loved my time here at Rice and being part of the program, so thank you guys for having me.
Thank you very much. Reed Myers.
Thanks for coming on, man.
Our Rice Owls. Stay tuned. Oh, I tweaked my ankle. We better have somebody tape it up. Coming up next, J-Rod.
Are you serious?
Jeff Rodriguez coming up. He'll join us here back at Valencia's Tex-Mex Garage, the Scott Pera Show from Learfield.
Howdy Homemade Ice Cream is here. Howdy is an ice cream shop in Katy, Texas that makes ice cream in-house and has a unique mission to employ individuals that are differently abled. Stop by and enjoy some ice cream. With every scoop you buy, you help support employment for special needs. Coming to Rice Athletics venues in the fall.
Come experience the Scott Pera Show, live at Valencia's Tex-Mex Garage every Monday at 7 o'clock at the new Greenway location. Enjoy made-from-scratch recipes, giant margaritas, and weekend brunch featuring penny mimosas. Come by for happy hour Monday through Friday, and be sure to sign up for Valencia's Rewards to earn $5 for every $50 spent. Valencia's Tex-Mex Garage, from the original family behind Cyclone Anaya's, and home of the Scott Pera Show.
Hey, it's JP here to tell you that, yes, there's more Rice Owls content out there for you to consume. Subscribe and download the official podcast of Rice Athletics, Rice Owls Insider. Rice Owls Insider provides a unique new look at a variety of head coaches, players, and other integral voices inside the Rice Athletics department. Plus, you can find archive coaches shows as well. For the best in Rice Owls content, subscribe to Rice Owls Insider, the official podcast of Rice Athletics. Available on Apple, Stitcher, and Spotify.
Another season of women's and men's college sports is underway. Follow your alma mater or favorite team in their pursuit of the prestigious Learfield Directors Cup at L Directors Cup on Twitter and online at thedirectorscup.com. Trophies will be awarded in June 2023 to the winning institutions in all competitive divisions. Learfield Directors Cup, the crowning achievement in college athletics.
The true teammate takes on every day with a winner's attitude, gets up when they fall down, and leaves it all on the field. There's a group of teammates who do all these things every single day. But they're more than your typical athlete. They're kids dealing with life-altering diagnoses. Team Impact pairs these kids with college athletic teams as part of a 2-year program, getting them off the sideline and into the game. The collegiate student athletes gain a new teammate, a new friend, and a new perspective. For more information, visit teamimpact.org. Team Impact, all in, all together.
You've been listening to the Scott Pera Show. Now let's rejoin JP Heath.
Yes. Welcome back here. Stay tuned. Next segment, we'll preview those FAU Owls, FIU Panthers right now. A man that needs no introduction, the one and the only, brought his own cheering section, trainer Jeff Rodriguez. J-Rod.
J-Rod, welcome. Glad to have you on, man.
Thanks for having me, guys.
It's great to have you.
So break it down. You bring these folks everywhere to kind of pump up your self-esteem? How does
my
it
own
work?
entourage right here. My own entourage. I got my wife, my son, co-workers, students, and family.
Very good.
So this is great because and appropriate because you talk about the guy like behind the scenes. Jeff is that for us, not in a bad way, but so I'm glad to hear that everybody's here recognize him because he deserves it. I talk to him as much as I talk to anybody in this program or in this university probably, and I don't know that we have anybody more valuable to our program than him. And we're happy to have him and happy to have him on the show. And kind of break it down for us, J-Rod. Like, what is? Because people have no idea. Like, a lot of people don't know what my days are like, right? That's right. Break it down. So what's a typical either a post game for you or a typical Monday morning for you in your role?
Monday morning. It's the beginning of the week for us. We're prepping first thing in the morning. We're getting into the office and we're taking care of the emails that we've got over the weekend, and then guys are in. Guys are in. They're looking for us and treatment, recovery from the weekend. Hopefully the off day did some good for them, but we're starting right away. Our communication starts pretty early in the day, and we're looking forward to those upcoming games Thursday and Saturday.
I love quiet Monday mornings. When I'm getting text from J-Rod, I'm very happy.
That's right.
Because look, I'm very obviously it's our number one concern, right? Is the well-being of these guys, and I know they're in really really good hands with him.
So I was interested about your background, and I refreshed from the Austin area because you went to Concordia. Where are you from, and what kind of led you to Rice? I know you got the SFA tie as well. We have some mutual connection there. Just kind of give us the bio leading up here, and you've had that Rice past too with the women's basketball team.
That's right. Yeah, Austin, born and raised, grew up there. Like you said, I did my undergrad at Concordia University, Texas. Spent a lot of time with Coach Bonowitz there, and shadowed the basketball team while I was finishing my degree. Made my way to Stephen F. Out in Nacogdoches. Did my master's there, and then in between my first and second year finishing my master's, I completed an internship with the Houston Texans here. So got familiar with the Methodist system, got familiar with Houston, and knew that this was going to be a place that I wanted to end up. And Rice came calling here shortly after, and it just made sense. Beautiful campus, right next to an amazing medical center, and I knew basketball was going to be at the forefront for me, and that's exactly what I wanted to do.
So, you wear a lot of hats with these guys and with our staff because you're kind of the liaison. And you and Brandon, our strength coach, probably spend more time with them than anybody because you don't have those hours that we have, restrictions, because to take care of them is unlimited.
That's right.
What do you find to be the most challenging part? And you can say working for me. I can take it. It's okay. To be people out there watching say, I believe it. But
That's right.
So no, what is the most challenging thing that you deal with in your position?
Oh man, just for me, there's always a challenge, but for me, it's just working around class schedule sometimes. Their classes, they can take up quite a bit of time for them, and they do an amazing job of just juggling it all. Study hall, practice, classes, getting in and getting some treatment with me. That's got to be the biggest, obstacle for here at Rice. But the guys handle it in an amazing fashion, and it never ceases to amaze me just how well they tackle everything.
That's interesting. I'm not sure I would have said that was the answer. Because you've done like a lot of knee rehabs, right?
Correct.
And, those things have to be taxing as well.
That's right.
Challenging, right? Yeah. Keeping the kids in the right mental space as they rehab. Jake and Siri this off season.
Right.
Talk about a little bit about that process and what that looks like.
Oh man, Jake, Siri, their thing was just preparation. Those guys, you give them a little bit and they were ready to go. The hardworking athletes that they build around the culture that they have set forward before them, and their mentality was to get after it day in day, and that's exactly what they did. I loved it. It was a joy coming in every day. Rubbing elbows with them and just figuring out what makes them tick, and we just got through it, man. We really got after it.
Speaking of spending time with each other, he has one of his prize student athletes here in attendance in Quincy Oliveri, who I know spends more time has spent more time with J-Rod, I believe, in the last couple of years than anybody, even the people that aren't hurt or are hurt, and anybody in between.
That's right. Even before I even became the primary role athletic trainer, I think Quincy and I really kicked it off as soon as I got here and got established on the sports medicine staff here at Rice.
Well, it's great he came to be here for you on the show, and I know how much he thinks of you, and that it's a really cool relationship.
So I got to ask you, for different sports, you're a basketball guy, and you've done basketball with the women's team here too.
Yeah.
But you've also done some hockey in the past, too.
That's right.
Don't you know,
Yeah.
Explain how that came about, because doing hockey in Texas outside of the Stars, that has to be different on the athletic training side, and then kind of navigating to hoops, and then sure you did a lot of football in East Texas and at SFA.
That's right. Yeah, I was very fortunate enough, again, to be offered an opportunity to work with the hockey team in Cedar Park, in the American Hockey League with the Texas Stars, the affiliate of the Dallas Stars.
Yeah.
So awesome opportunity there. I was, again, finishing my degree. They were looking for just extra set of hands around the rink for practice, game day setup, and luckily for me, it aligned with exactly with what I was doing. So I got first-hand experience with triage, with patching guys up with cuts and bruises after fights, taping sticks, laundry, whatever it took. I just wanted to get some experience, and it paid off for me.
Very impressive, JP. Way to dig deep there.
Coach, we do our homework.
I have a connection to hockey in Houston.
It'd be the Arrows, or
correct?
Okay, has to be the Arrows.
One of my very close friends from Hershey, Pennsylvania, who played on the Hershey Bears, later became a very, 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 I think maybe MVP of the playoffs the year they won it. I think they won it here one of the years of the Arrows. Mark Freer is a very close friend of mine. He played and lived in Houston for over 5 years. He was a very good Arrow.
Wow. Okay.
So I have my hockey connection too. There we go.
Staying with hoops for now, right? We want you here.
You started it.
Yeah. Okay. We want him here with hoops, though, Coach. I don't want him getting any fancy ideas.
He's not allowed to leave for hockey or anything else.
J-Rod, you're the man.
Appreciate it, guys.
He's a huge Instagram folk too. He's big on there.
Really?
Yeah. When we had the private plane,
got to get a follow, Coach.
When we took the private plane, Coach, he's taking private plane photos. We're coming back. He's all over.
How many followers do you have?
Oh man, not enough. Not enough.
Multiple thousands, I think.
Get Quincy to start liking some of your stuff. That's your man right there. He'll get you followers.
All about the instant. Thanks, J-Rod.
Thanks, guys.
Appreciate it. Jeff Rodriguez, trainer for Rice Owls. Hey, there you go. Nobody will have a bigger cheering section this year than J-Rod. Stay tuned. Coming up next, we'll talk some FAU Owls back at Valencia's Tex-Mex Garage, wrapping up the Scott Pera Show here from Learfield.
The lights, the sounds, the cameras, the electricity. If you can feel it, hear it, see it, chances are an IBEW electrician built it. The members of the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers Local 716 built the things that make Rice University and Houston great, and we want you to join us. Excellent training, fantastic benefits in retirement, and zero student loan debt. Build a better career. To find out more, visit IBEW716.net.
Howdy Homemade Ice Cream is here. Howdy is an ice cream shop in Katy, Texas that makes ice cream in-house and has a unique mission to employ individuals that are differently abled. Stop by and enjoy some ice cream. With every scoop you buy, you help support employment for special needs. Coming to Rice Athletics venues in the fall.
Your one-stop for all college sports is the Varsity app and the brand new Varsity Network website, thevarsitynetwork.com. Keep up with your favorite teams and the rest of college sports, no matter where you are, with thevarsitynetwork.com. Live and on-demand broadcasts, your favorite college-centric podcasts, with stories and video around college sports and your favorite teams. Be sure to download the Varsity app and check out the brand new Varsity Network website, thevarsitynetwork.com.
A college basketball podcast for fans, by fans. Hey, this is Stephen Hartzell, host of College Sports Now. Join us throughout the season when we talk hoops with some of the biggest names in the game. Coaches, writers, players, we'll go coast to coast. We'll give you some of the best college basketball content as only we can on CSN. Follow along on Twitter at CSNowTweets. And don't forget, you can subscribe to College Sports Now wherever you get your podcasts.
Welcome back to the Scott Pera Show. Here again, the voice of the Owls, J.P. Heath.
Yes. Wrapping up another fun one here at Valencia's Tex-Mex Garage. Encourage you that if you haven't come out here yet, you will You'll like it. You'll be entertained coming out to these shows. Got a great one next week as well. All right, Rice and FAU. We go on down to sunny South Florida this week to take on the FAU Owls first, then FIU on Saturday. We'll focus on the here and now, talking about a guy you have known for a minute, Dusty May. His Owls, 22-2, a school record in wins. They won 13 straight at home. My gosh, seeing what he's done with that program, very respectable. Looking at their stat sheet today, not one huge megastar, but they do everything so well, looking at their stats.
Very, very well-rounded, well-disciplined, well-coached, talented team. 22-2, amazing. And, Dusty and I have become good friends over a long, long period of time. And I'm just so happy for him to see what he's done. And it's actually been pretty much fun to watch, the last couple of years because we haven't played. So it's okay to root for them, because I knew we weren't playing him. And he'd be the same with us all the time. We're following each other. And so we finally get to go at it again here at their place on Thursday. And he's just done a tremendous job. Nothing but respect for him and his program.
Yeah, they had a 20-game win streak snapped at UAB, but they came back and won their Saturday game. What, if you could nail down a strength or two or three, what is it? Because it seems very balanced.
Yeah, you hit it nail on the head. They're balanced and they share the ball. I think we do a really good job of sharing the ball. It's one of our strengths. It's one of their strengths as well. I mean, they have quick guards. They have good posts. They're good on defense. They don't turn it over, but they do everything. They shoot free throws well. All the things that are necessary to kind of, have that magic whatever, right, to have a big winning streak and a tremendous season. And, look, I tell them all the time, hope he wins them all except when he plays us, right? and I hope we can play our best game on Thursday night and have some fun down in Boca.
Yeah, it's supposed to be fun there. They pack it out. They got 2,500, 3,000. It's a nice, cozy gymnasium, and it'll be a fun one coming up Thursday night, Coach. We'll talk to you then.
JP, looking forward to seeing it. Looking forward to next week.
Yeah, next week, Keanu Dawes coming in with his Spartans.
Yeah, it'll be a lot of fun. We'll have a lot of fun with that. We'll have another special guest or two we'll mix in there. I'll keep you guessing on those.
Okay, well, thanks for letting me know. I appreciate it. Scott Pera joining us here on the Scott Pera Show. Stay tuned, coming up next week. And again, the Owls taking on the Owls Thursday, Rice at FAU, 6 o'clock. And 6 o'clock on Saturday as well at FIU. We drive down about 45 minutes or so down to the FIU campus. We've got that one coming up on Saturday night. That's USA TV Thursday night on ESPN. You can sync me up, syncmygame.com, and all the usual audio channels. Have a great rest of this night. God bless. Go Owls, Rice, fight. Thanks to Big Ben Moffitt. Thanks to Reed Myers. Thanks to J-Rod, Jeff Rodriguez. And thanks to everybody for listening and or watching in. And Walter and Zach helping out as well. We'll talk to you next week. This has been the Scott Pera Show live from Valencia's Tex-Mex Garage from Learfield.
The Rice Sports Network from Learfield. You've been listening to the Scott Pera Show, live at Valencia's Tex-Mex Garage. Tonight's show was brought to you by IBEW Local Union 716, where passion plus skill locks arms with value. The preceding has been a Learfield presentation of the Rice Sports Network.